Welcome to Chats, Barks, and Growls. Convos with My Pet is a podcast where we bring your pets to life by sharing our voice for them, the thoughts they have, and how you got them. Also, please share how they have made you smile more and brought more joy and laughter into your life. Please email me in Truffles if you and your pet want to be interviewed for our podcast. I'll include the email in the description. Good evening, pet owners. Good evening, pets, especially fellow dogs. Now, Truffles, we don't discriminate on this podcast. Sorry, Mommy, you're right, as always. Hi to all, hi to all pets, including but not excluding any cats, dogs, birds, rabbits, fish, etc. Sorry, I messed up there on Truffles' voice. Thank you, Truffles. Yes, that's right, Mommy is always right. All right, what should we tell our audience about tonight, Truffles? How about the story of when you took me home on the first day you met me? That's my favorite one. It's my favorite one too, Truffles. By the way, Truffs is one of the nicknames for Truffles. She has many nicknames. Some of the others are Snaggletooth, Piddleputz, Pancake, and Ruffles. So we got Truffles on October 15th, 2010. My mom found her the night before when she was under the weather and looking for dogs online. She had asked me about a month earlier if I wanted to have a pet. I told her, "What kind of question is that, Mom? Of course I want one." Initially, we were looking for a cat that acted like a dog, but we got the opposite. When I saw Truffles on that rainy Friday in 2010, I knew I wanted her. But I thought she was too hyper. Little did I know that it was because of the weather, and as soon as she had a bath, she calmed down. She fell asleep in my lap as my parents filled out the paperwork for her after we had a family conversation about her. We weren't sure if we would get her since she was the first dog we saw, but we all said, let's see how she behaves after her bath. Obviously, we fell in love with her at first sight. I'm very glad you decided to get me that day and bring me home. The only thing I didn't like was seeing that big rat when we were talking to your brother on the phone. Yes, I was startled by that too, Truffles. Good thing I had Dad get rid of it before I was sharing with my brother about bringing you home. I also remember when when you got your first bath, when we started crate training you, and when you slept in my bed with me. I was so happy to be clean and out of that small box. I didn't like sleeping there by myself. It was much better, warmer, and cozier being in your bed. Yes, I enjoyed it more too because I didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night to take you out, and I could sleep in my bed instead of the couch. Do you remember that night you got sick? Yes, I remember you taking me downstairs after I threw up in your bed and laying with me on the tile floor until I stopped throwing up. That's right, I took you downstairs after Dad cleaned up my bed and I was with you on the tile. You threw up like 12 times that night. I fell asleep with you on the tile until I was certain you were okay and were not going to throw up again. Then I took you to the couch. I put a towel under us just in case. The vet said you might have eaten something too heavy that night. That was a rough night for both of us. I also remember when you started training and teaching me tricks. Yeah, I taught you to sit, stay, come, shake, high five, and high 10. Those were fun, and you still know how to do them. Yeah, I do them even though I'm 12. I also remember when you started to treat me differently because of me getting older. Yeah, I started to walk you less because I didn't want you to have a limp in your leg, and I started giving you joint supplements to help you with not limping when you walked after a long nap or a long time laying down. I also bathed you more in the summertime because you needed it. Are you saying I smelled bad, Mommy? No, I'm just saying you needed it more in the summertime because of the temperature. Oh, okay. I also remember our first trip to the Sierra Nevada mountains in California, the eastern ones. I loved the summertime because I could come in the boat with you and Daddy while you fished. I loved the boat because it was better than sticking my head out a car window and I could lick the fish. Yes, I remember that too, especially when I thought it was gross that you liked to lick the fish we reeled in. But it makes sense since your dog food is flavored with salmon. I can tell how much you love me by how you treat, care for, play with me, protect, and love me. Thank you, Mommy. You're very welcome, Truffles. I hope you had fun listening to Truffles and me, and that we brought more joy and laughter into your day. Please don't hesitate to suggest topics for me and Truffles to use. Also, let us know if you and your pet would like to be interviewed by us. Looking forward to chatting with you next Tuesday night. Bye!